Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Your Relationship with You. I am so excited to talk to you guys today because I'm covering a topic that needs to be discussed. It is discussed a lot, but somewhere down the line, we're not getting it. So let's talk about forgiveness and why it's important. Okay? So I had a conversation very recently, and it was, sorry, y'all. All right. Had a conversation very recently, and it was all about how do I interact with people that I know may have a problem with me, or that I may even have a problem with, that I consider, they have wronged me, they have done these different things to me. How do I act with them and still remain God-like, Christ-like? And it's not simple, but it is. Okay? When we think about how people have wronged us, how they've done these different things, that is our reality. Like, this person did this thing and it caused this feeling or this reaction in me. And that's not to be taken lightly. It is serious, and it is something that, you want to acknowledge as a part of you honoring yourself as well. However, when we hold on to things, the Bible is very clear. If we do not forgive those that have trespassed against us, then we will not be forgiven, and we will be given over to the tormentors. So some of us that are dealing with attacks from the enemy, demonic spirits, all these types of things, you've been given over to tormentors because you refuse to forgive. 1 + 1 = 2 in that case. It is very important that you understand how your forgiveness really does free you to be able to move about differently in the world. Okay, so that's one part of it. If you don't forgive, then you will not be forgiven, and you'll be given over to the tormentors. And that's found in Matthew. Okay, Google the story that I'm talking about. Jesus talked about the servant that was forgiven all of his debt, but did not forgive his fellow servant, and he was given over to the tormentors. So that's what I'm referencing there. Another way that we want to talk about forgiveness is that, if you can't handle being around people that have done you wrong, then you can't handle being blessed. The Bible tells us that he will make a table for you in the presence of your enemies. How are you going to be blessed? How are you going to be presented with elevation and blessing if your enemies are not there to see it? It's very important that you pay attention to that, because we never want to be around people that cause conflict or ruffle our feathers, or that we deem, whatever negative title you want to put on them. But if you're not around these people, because every person has a part to play in your life. Every person that you encounter has a part to play. It may be very small, it may be very big. You got to remember, Jesus would not have been betrayed without Judas. Jesus knew from the very beginning what Judas was going to do. He still welcomed him. He still ate with him. He still loved him just like he loved the rest of them. Because again, Judas had a role to play. It caused him to get to his next level, which of course blessed all of us. So if you can't handle co-mingling and being around people that don't like you, that intend evil against you. Now, am I saying go out of your way to, be around sinners and all that type of stuff? No, that's not what I'm getting at. But what I am getting at is, no matter what another person does or who they are or how they act, we must maintain who we are at all times. Nobody's actions should be able to dictate how I act and how I behave. This is a level of spiritual maturity that not all of us have reached. I'm still working on it myself. So I'm talking to you in a place that I'm still very much in process in. I was tested with this a couple of months ago, actually. God revealed to me that someone that I was around was not for me, really had envy and hatred towards me. And I still was around this person pretty regularly. And I'm sitting here asking God, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? Because I wasn't raised that way. If I find out that you have a problem with me, I was raised to bring it to you. What's up? What's going on? Let's talk about it. Do we need to talk about it? Do we need to do something else to handle the matter? Okay. And so to be aware of something and not speak on it was completely against my nature and what I know to do. However, God was stretching me. He also was asking me, can I trust you with my secrets? Jesus often talked to his disciples and said, I call you my friend because I tell you my plans. I tell you my secrets. God wants to reveal certain things to you, but you may not be emotionally mature enough to handle it. So if God reveals, like, yeah, this person, watch them, are you going to then react instead of doing what you were actually told to do, which was watch? We have to always watch and pray. We are the watchmen. So there's a lot of things that I can really dive into when it comes into the whole forgiveness piece and being around people that mean you no good. But it really comes down to very, very simple terms. We like to overcomplicate things. Well, this person really, really hurt me. I know they did. I'm not saying that they didn't. But we also have to understand we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against principalities, the rulers of darkness in high places. That's what we're wrestling against. So that person that did something to you, they were under the influence of demonic influences. They didn't do anything. The enemy meant it for evil. But God will mean it for good if you submit yourself to him. So to wrap everything up in a nice little bow, submit yourself to God. Ask him how to handle these different situations with these people that have done you wrong or intend to do you wrong, that you are very much aware of it. It's not easy. But again, living this life is not easy. And we have to remember, Jesus said, they hated me first. Are you greater than your master? You're going to be hated. You're going to be persecuted. You're going to be accused. That's a part of living this life for God, for Christ. So people in your family, people you come across, it's going to happen. It's all about how you handle things. And ask God, he will tell you. He fights our battles. He's our defender. He's our warrior. So just keep that in mind as you go throughout dealing with these people that don't really like you. Okay? All right. That's what I got for y'all today. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be a blessing to others. Get my book, Your Relationship with You. It is available in the description below. And I will talk to y'all again soon. Love y'all. Bye.